welcome to Super Girl Sews. My name's Sarah. Thanks for joining me today for day 5 of Vlogmas. I have wet hair, as you can see. I've washed it because I'm performing today, and I just need it to sort of dry and look a bit nice. And then this evening I have a work Christmas party. I can't remember if I said in the last video, but I've never had a work Christmas party because I'm self-employed. So I've been invited to the school Christmas party this year. Which is nice, and I definitely sort of am getting to know more and more people there. When you're a visiting music teacher, so first of all you're self-employed, but also in most jobs I've had you're very sort of separate to all of the other staff, so you only teach girls one-on-one and you're like in your little room, and it's the same with all of the VMTs, but because just of the way this school is structured, they've got it goes from nursery up to year 11, and there's only one music teacher. So they have some of the visiting teachers run some music groups and stuff. So I run 2 of the vocal groups. And last term I covered, there was like a gap without the official music teacher, and myself and the violin teacher sort of covered some classes and events and things. So we've really got to know people a bit better this year, and the headmistress invited us to the party, so I'm going to that tonight. I don't think I'm going to get much sewing done today, to be honest. By the time I've gone, rehearsed, done today's performance, come home, I'll probably have an hour or so to get ready. I was supposed to be staying out and then going straight to the party, but the friend I was going to meet isn't available, so I've got a bit of time to come home and like freshen up and then go. So I don't think I'll have much time to sew. I did do a bit of embroidery last night and I'm quite pleased. It was a bit experimental. It looks a bit wibbly wobbly, but when I add it to... So I'm basically embroidering all of the panels that need embroidery, and then I will add some stiff interfacing to the back, not including the seam allowance. So the seam allowance will not be interfaced, just to give me a bit of flexibility with dealing with the seam allowance inside the bag. But yes, I'm doing all of the embroidery first just to make my life a bit easier, and then I will be adding all the interfacing, so don't worry about it being too wibbly wobbly. But this is one of the roof panels, and this is what I've done, and I'm really pleased with it. So basically I think I mentioned to you that the version on the Lulu Guinness bag is sort of like a, I don't know, it's sort of like a crescent teardroppy shape. And I sort of zoomed in on the pictures to try and work out what the stitch was, but I just couldn't work it out. And so I was thinking, okay, you've got to do quite a lot on the roof tiles. They need a lot of coverage compared to the other pieces, and I didn't want something that was going to be really complex. So I ended up searching for, I looked at some pictures of gingerbread houses, and then I searched for lattice style embroidery, and turns out that's the thing, which is this. So basically what I did was you come from underneath here, diagonal line, so you basically put in all the long diagonal lines just in one go, and then you do them going the other way, and then I don't know if you can see, but you do like a tiny little stitch here at the intersections. You do like a little stitch which sort of pulls the corners in and stops the sort of super long stitches from flying all over the place, and then you get this cute little lattice effect, which I think is very sweet and I think does look like a gingerbread house, do we not? So the decision I've got to make at the moment, so I was sort of thinking I might interface these, put another panel of wool on the back, and then construct the roof, the lid of the bag, and then actually get fabric glue and have these glued on top with the trimming so that they overhung the end. But actually I think I might just not do that, and I might instead put them straight together like so. This will be here, and then we'll have that, and then we'll have the other one at the other end, and then we'll have another roof piece. In the Lulu Guinness bag they have a chimney, and they have a little, like, I don't know what you call it, like a gabled window or something, that little triangle window at the front. I'm not doing that because I do not have the engineering mind to work out how to do that neatly, and I don't have that much time. But I think this will be cute. I'm really pleased with it. So all I have to do is, between today and tomorrow, I'm going to do this to the other roof panel. And then also I then just have to do the front and the back of the house and then the sides of the house. And then I've embroidered everything that needs embroidering. So I reckon, I'm hoping that by next Friday, I will have all of the embroidered pieces and then the construction can begin. I finally got an email yesterday saying that my Minerva order has been dispatched, so that should come in the next few days. That has the fabric for the lining and a few other bits and bobs. I did a panic order of some more embroidery floss from Amazon, even though I have some coming from Minerva, just because I was worried it wasn't going to turn up anytime soon, that I was going to run out of the little bit that I have. So I'm now going to have an abundance of white embroidery floss, so I have to come up with other things to embroider. But yeah, so I feel like I've made a bit of progress. I was feeling a bit overwhelmed by this project yesterday. I think when it comes to construction, it's going to be a bit stressful because I'm sort of working out as I go and going to be dealing with quite stiff interfacing and all of that. But overall, I feel like it's sort of coming together. So I hope that long may that continue. Yeah, so that's that. So that's what I did yesterday. I do need to get some more substantial sewing done this week. I want to make a couple of bags for my mother-in-law and my aunt-in-law, I guess. They're the same fabrics, so I'll batch sew them. But again, I'm waiting for zips that I ordered to turn up that have not arrived yet. So when I have those, I can then get on with making the bags. And I need to sew up my satin for this concert I'm doing next week. So yeah, so I'm hoping I'm working all through the weekend basically at Carol things and teaching. I have a day off on Tuesday. Our Christmas tree's being delivered. And I'm hoping to get lots of sewing done then. So yes, that's it. Now, my advent calendar. So remember to skip if you don't want spoilers for the... Oh, I love these! For the sweary advent calendar from Kylie and the Machines. So, again, there are two different colours. They say, I'm going to cover the swearing word, or just I'll cover the first part of it. So, cool. My fingers are too big for this. I'll just do a little bit. Right. So it says, so, cool. There's a purple one. And then there is a glittery one. I love that. I'm sorry that I have to cover half of these. I'm just trying not to get into trouble from YouTube. These are nice and big as well. I feel like these are big enough you could put them on like the back of a jacket in the middle. If you don't mind just swearing at people. I don't know. I really love those. I'm enjoying getting these little sweary labels that I can offend people with. Great. Lovely. So that's my labels for today from the Advent calendar. I will probably not be able to do a speaky video. I might get to do something in the car or something. But yeah, I'm going to be running around all over the place for the rest of the day. So if I don't check in with you here again today personally, have a great day. I hope you're enjoying December and looking after yourself. And I will see you tomorrow for day 6. Bye.